horns came up. And now we see in Daniel 11, it says, and when he shall stand up, his kingdom shall be broken and shall be divided toward the four winds of heaven, and not to his posterity. Remember earlier, it said the same thing over in chapter 8. Nor according to his dominion which he ruled. In other words, his kingdom is going to be divided, but it's not going to fall to his posterity. Okay, for his kingdom shall be plucked up even for others beside those. Verse 5, and the king of the south shall be strong, and one of his princes, and he shall be strong above him, and have dominion. His dominion shall be a great dominion. Let's look at our commentary. Alexander was the first king of the Grecian Empire. Now, you will find all this in the little book I put together there. Alexander was the first king of the Grecian Empire. The four winds represent the four generals that would divide his empire. They are Cassander, Lysistrata, Seleucus, who became king of the north up in Syria, and Ptolemy, who was the king of the south down in Egypt. That's very important, saints. Please get this. This final division of Alexander's empire took place in 301 BC after the Battle of Ipsus. It should be noted that prophecy specifically stated that Alexander's empire shall not be left to his posterity. That is, his empire shall not pass into the rulership of his descendant family, such as his sons, brothers, mothers, etc. And true to the word of God, all of his descendant family that could claim heirship to the throne were murdered as follows. Continuing. His wife Satara was murdered soon after his death by his other wife Roxana. His brother Aridius, who succeeded him, was killed together with his wife Eurydice by command of Olympias, Alexander's mother, after he had been king for about 6 years and some months. Olympias herself was killed by the soldiers in revenge. Alexander Agus, his son, together with his mother Roxana, was slain by order of Cassander. 2 years after, his son Hercules, with his mother Barsine, was probably murdered by Polyshason, so that 15 years after his death, not one of his family or posterity remained alive. True to the word of God, God said he would not fall to his descendant family. Continuing on, saints. After years of fighting between the generals, that is from 301 BC to 280 BC, the four is reduced to two. Lysistrata defeats Cassander, and Seleucus defeats Lysistrata, and becomes the king of the north with a great dominion, having acquired all the territory of Cassander and Lysistrata. Ptolemy retains the territory of Egypt and its provinces, and is labeled by the angel as the king of the south. Now, brothers and sisters, I want to slow down and make sure that we understand what we're reading.